Hi, everybody. How you doing today? Well, today I have a special, an exclusive uh, interview with my guardian angels. Now, this is the first time I've tried this, so I've asked them to, how would you say, you know, help. So yeah, I want to tell you when I met my guardian angels. I've been in this run for 15 plus years, but in 2012, I was going through some hard times. I had stayed at my parents' house. I lived next to a beautiful river. One day I came down. Um, it was more like October, and I came down and opened the breezeway door, which led to these really beautiful flowers that smelled really good. And I knew they would be in the morning because the sun was out. And when I opened that door up, um, all of a sudden, first two robins showed up right next to the door, one on the handrail and one on one of the seagulls that we had in the garden. And then, the next one came and it landed right next to the rail that I was closest to. And they all just looked at me and they looked at each other, then looked back at me. And I said, wow, that's really unique. I mean, why are they doing that? And of course, back then I wasn't as exclusive on my guardian angels as I am now. But it's something to take note of. Your guardian angels are non-corporeal beings, basically angels. They can take any form that they choose, including animals, birds, and humans, and dogs and cats. Well, you get the idea. And as time went on, I noticed these unique things that have been happening to me. So I had to look for an apartment and I couldn't figure out where I needed to move to. But when I slept, I had a dream of this place that was in the woods, and I couldn't remember exactly where it was. So I'm driving around looking for this place because it's telling me to go look for this place. You got to listen to the feelings of what you're looking for or what you're wanting to know, because guardian angels hear and feel those feelings that you're having. And it's important that you listen to the feelings, because that's how guardian angels kind of send it to you. I mean, they'll send a message to you to look, and when you look, you'll see what you're looking for. And then there's times when I'm shopping and I'm looking for something, but I can't find it. So I'm walking around the store and I'm thinking, why can't I find this? So I go down the aisle I went down many times before, probably 3 or 4 times, and I stop. And all of a sudden, I'm looking and I turn around and lo and behold, here it is, right in front of my face. So I look at him and say, well, why did it take me so long to find this? Well, it's because they didn't want me really eating it. When when you change your diet, and if once your heart door opens, your diet is going to change. Because you can't eat dense foods, light meats, chicken, all the stuff that we were brought up on. And it's a free will whether you want to change or not. But I can tell you this: since I changed and went organic. Now, I'm not totally organic. There is a substantial healing in me. I no longer take any medication except for a little thyroid pill. That's it. And I am so happy that I'm off these other medications. One was for high cholesterol. But ever since I went organic, that all went away. I thank God for helping me with this. Um, the guardian angels were created in absolute truth, meaning if you lie, they're going to know it. If you want to have this exclusive connection with your guardian angels, you have to be 150% truthful. There's no other way. Because if you're asking for things, they already know why you're asking and what you plan on doing with it. Your guardian angels are there to protect you so that you don't head down a path, a destructive path. That's why they're there. They're going to make sure that you learn your lessons that you come here to learn. And these guardian angels are so amazing. I've had such amazing encounters, interviews with these guardian angels. They have come to me and in a human form. And, sometimes you feel a little insecure about yourself or something that's maybe you're not real happy with. And then all of a sudden, a stranger just comes out of the thing and tells you how beautiful you really are. That was your guardian angel. Or you're having a little unsure connection with God. And the next thing you know, your guardian angel will come out and he'll put you right in the spot. Do you love God? That's what this one gentleman told me in front of 20 people at Walmart. He put me on such a spot and I didn't answer him right away. And I said, yeah, I love God, but I was delayed. So I had more work to do. Your guardian angels will come. Well, mine came as signs of birds. So I'm looking for this new place I want to move into, an apartment. And finally, I find this place because I had my window down. It was hot out, summer, didn't need the air on. And when I pulled up in this place, there were birds singing everywhere. And I thought, this has got to be the place. You know what I mean? It was just a nice woodsy type apartment place. So I got out, started to head up to the main office. And as soon as I got up to the front door, all these birds were just singing and everything. When I grabbed the front handle, they all stopped. I knew then that I was at the right place. Now, this is just only one of hundreds of my interconnections with these angels. Sometimes we laugh each other. You got to laugh because you got to break the monopoly of all the, shit that's going on around you. Sorry about my French, but find laughter in your life. If you're with people that cannot laugh with you or just throw you under the bus, you're with the wrong people. Find that laughter. Find that smile. Find out the people that actually build you up, prop you up in your journey. That is key to your soul's evolution, your journey, and everything. Now, my guardian angels, I'm going to tell you two stories. And this is just two of many, many. But these are the two that really stick out with me when I first started learning about my guardian angels. So one day, I'm kind of a sci-fi guy, and I went to the video place to get a DVD. And when I pulled up, I noticed there were all kinds of birds on the sign, singing, whistling, doing their magical songs that they always do. And when I got up to the front of the building, I looked up and it's like they all looked at me. And then all of a sudden, they all flew away. Those are the signs that your guardian angels are telling you just how special you truly are. And all of you are very, very special. Some people will never learn how special they truly are because they choose to keep the heart closed and not try to open it. Because you meet your guardian angels when your heart comes open. There's no fooling them. There's no cheating them. There's absolutely no way that you think you're going to get something from God thinking that he doesn't know what you're actually doing to ask for the things that you want. Because I'm telling you, I made mistakes trying to go back into the old programming that you've been doing here, and the thing I ordered was canceled without me ever knowing it. That's your guardian angels. You also have what I call my dream team. When I dream, I go to heaven. Now, heaven isn't like full of feathers and all kinds. It is massive. It is a kingdom that stretches across the whole entire universe. So remember that. God didn't create just humanity. He created everything, including other ones that look like us. Now, I'm not going to really dive into that. That'll be down the road. What I want you to do is getting to know your guardian angels. And in my last video, I talked about truth. You must start telling the truth as best as you can. And as your truth builds more, your shoulders are going to get lighter because there's no more anchors going behind you. You're not dragging the lies behind you. And ask God to help you remove those old anchors because they got to be removed. Guardian angels, you must ask. That's how it works. It's free will. You're in a free will universe. You must ask for help. Some people never will. Most will never ask. Most will never know about, God's kingdoms. We talk about it in the Bible, but the Bible's only this much of it. You can't put God in a book. You can talk about him, but that book is exclusive to your own heart. Love, compassion, empathy, and love. You have to have all these unique abilities. And you must hold that love and that compassion and empathy in front of you, in front of your heart. So no matter who you're talking to, no matter what garbage they throw at you, no matter if they try to throw you under the bus, it won't affect you because you know that God knows that you love him. See, this is just a short lifetime down here. That's right. 100 years best. I only give 120 except for unique, individuals. And 100 years is nothing in the universe. Don't think that you and that body of yours are all there is, because that is a total lie. You are much more. That body's just a suit that you have to wear while you're here. This is a third density program that we're in. You're going to start seeing more and more disclosures, truth, disclosure of the stars, so that you know that you are not alone. That's the one thing I always want to tell you. You are never, ever alone. So having this exclusive connection with your guardian angels will give you that strength that you will know no matter what happens, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. As long as you're telling the truth, leading a positive life, and helping others. That's what it is, you know. Even the universe helps others. You know, I know for a fact that we are not the only civilization in this universe, by far. And I can't wait to meet the other things that God has created. Because we're not the only ones, let me tell you. So your angels. Let's talk about it. Your angels, when you start telling the truth, I mean just the absolute truth, you will see that it will get you 100 times further than one lie that you started in the beginning. Because that lie grows as time goes on. That's right. Each lie that you throw behind you, it grows. Because when you add more to it, it just keeps growing bigger and bigger until you're done. Everybody will know. And that's what's happening right now. Don't think for a minute that God does not know exactly where everybody is at. It's hard to fathom that. But God is oneness. He is oneness. He sees everything at the same time. So he knows certain parts of the plan that have to play out first before others actually start coming in. And you are part of that plan. When you were younger, did you not have a dream of doing something good for humanity? Look for that and start there. But remember, you can't cheat God. It's impossible. But many will try. And right now, their karma is coming back, twofold. And they will deal with it. They will hopefully learn from it. Not everybody learns. So if you think that you're in a one-time deal here and you die and nothing happens, you just go blank, you're wrong. The heavens are in the higher dimensions. We talk about the astral body, the light body, the crystalline bodies. Those are all true. So when you want to talk to your angels, talk to them with absolute truth. And they will come closer. They watch over you. They'll keep you from, going somewhere where for surely it would crush your heart, could damage you, break, get sick. You ever had that time when you're just getting in your car and you got to go somewhere in a hurry and all of a sudden your car doesn't work? I raised my hand. Yep. Don't know why. It just didn't want to start. It just turned over. It did not want to start. So I sat there and meditated, and I said, what exactly am I? Why is my car not starting when it started just fine the day before? So I went back in the house. And I thought, man, I'm going to have to spend more money, get this car going again. And I feel this like go back out to your car again. So I went back out to the car again, stuck my key in, and it started. We don't always know why things happen to us, but I was told that if I had left at that time, I could have been in a wreck, a very bad wreck. Everything happens for a reason. There's no such thing as luck. If, you were in a serious accident and you don't know, doctor said you should have died, but you didn't die. That's because God's given you a chance to change, to turn inward for the better. We get many, many chances here. That's one thing I can say about God. He gives us plenty of times to turn our lives around, start doing the right thing, the good things, the positive things, and do it for humanity. Angels. So I'm in a grocery store and I'm just coming up to the cashier to, put all my stuff on the belt and let her pay for it. And just as soon as I set my stuff on the belt, I'm looking around and all of a sudden, the remote control horse where they put kids on, put a coin in it, took off all by itself. And I got laughter. I felt laughter. So I already knew the angels were up to no good. But that's not true. They're always up to the good. But yeah, we laughed about it. And I said, okay, thank you for letting me know that you're there. They will always let you know. Not always. In the moments that you doubt, they will be there. They will give you a sign that, you're being watched over and you're loved and cared for. But this connection, this exclusive connection, is built on trust. Absolute trust. That's how it's built. And once you start telling the truth, your life will change. This is in my last video. It's going to change for the better. You may not think so, but there's going to be times when your heart is not wanting to do much. Matter of fact, it doesn't even want to interact with the old people that you used to hang around with. When that heart door comes open, then people are going to go. They're going to go on their own way. Unless you want to dance in it again. Let me know how that works out for you. If you haven't learned the first dance, trust me, you'll get a second one and possibly a third one if you're willing to do it. But each one will be considerably tougher. My guardian angels, one is he's supposedly very ancient and old. But in terms of the universe, he's probably pretty young. Maybe, I don't know. He is very wise. And he has come to me. Sometimes when somebody comes to you and they look very beautiful, you'll know that these are your angels. But don't get me wrong. After I figured out, okay, well, these ones are gorgeous, then I'll know when somebody comes and talks to me that it's probably one of my guardian angels. Oh no, they'll change that tacket. They'll come as a homeless person, as somebody just needing some help, a preacher. Oh yeah, they got many costumes they come in. But remember, they're always there to help you get through the day, through your weeks, through the months, and work on you. Don't work on everybody else. You need to work on you because what's happening on the planet is about you and you alone. It's an ascension, and we're all going to go, not all of us, some of us are going to 5D Earth, a beautiful place. There will be no wars, no nothing. It'll all be just done. And this is something you have to believe in. If you don't believe there's a different world out there, because how it works is this is a vibrational frequency universe. And when your heart door comes open, you're going to start caring more about you and about things that maybe you see on social media. And it's going to touch your heart in a way that you haven't felt in a long time. And what it is when you start to vibrate higher, these things will become more prevalent, meaning they're going to bring tears to your eyes. You can see the sadness of what, is going on in the world. And of course, now you see just how corrupt the world really is. Your guardian angels will always try to help you to go forward with your heart. Yeah, that means you'll have to lose some friends. It's okay. They're going in their own direction. You're going in a better direction, and you'll find new friends. When you become spiritual, you're going to be more independent, meaning you're not going to have to lean on other people for help because you'll have God. That's who helps me, all through, since 2012. I've had such an amazing journey. And I have so many, a book full of dreams that I've been through, but that'll be down the road. Right now, we need to get you an exclusive interview with your guardian angels. Ask if they will come see you. And even though they will, you'll know something's off after they have left. You'll know, well, where did he come from? Where did he go? Because one thing I know, when a guardian angel, all of a sudden you think, wow, that person was really nice, and you go to look for them, they're gone. You won't find them because they've already stepped back into their dimension. Angels are wonderful beings, and I'm grateful for all of mine. I wouldn't be sitting down here talking to you about it. That's going to be an exclusive part of my channel, is getting to know your guardian angels, because your life will change for the better. Yes, your diet will change also, because you just can't eat the meats and those hard, dense foods that you used to eat. It's okay. I started out with non-GMO food first. I didn't go from processed foods to organic. I just couldn't do it. So I just looked for food that says non-GMO. Yes, they're a little bit more expensive, but you know what? You'll get further on it and you'll start losing weight. That's right, because there's no garbage in them. It's actually authentic food. Well, for the most part. But always remember to bless your food so that your angels can help it, make sure it's blessed, okay? Always bless your food. I bless my water and my food. And wherever I have to go eat, sometimes I have to go out with family. And I just eat fish. That's it. Or salad, whichever, both. But I always bless my food because those guardian angels um, they can actually change the molecular structure of your food so that it's better. But I'm not sure about that. But I know one thing. I've had food that tasted like total shit. When I go out to eat, and I've ate some pretty nice restaurants. When you go organic, you're gonna know that that food was always not good. You will know. You'll start cooking for yourself. And I love cooking for myself because I know that it's genuine, good food for me. You'll start to feel better. You'll start to lose weight. And the main thing is when you go organic, you're going to eat smaller portions through the day. You're not going to do that 3 meal deal anymore. You're going to do smaller portions through the day. And then you'll start to lose weight. May not be at first, but you will. So my guardian angels are beautiful, angelic beings. I remember one day I was in, this might be a little off the wall, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I was in Menards looking for something. I can't remember. And I know that my guardian angels always, they're always in tow with me. Or maybe I should say I'm in tow with them. And I looked through an aisle into another aisle, and there was this gentleman. He was Arabian, but he was at least 10 feet tall. I looked around like, is anybody else seeing this? Nobody's seen him, but I seen him because each soul vibrates at a certain frequency. So your angels, you can see them, but other people cannot because they're vibrating at your perfect frequency that you're at. I know it's kind of strange, but, and remember, everything that happens is for you and you alone. You can tell your story, okay? But a lot of people will just bluff it off. But the things that happen to you are for you and you alone. The miracles, the amazing things that happen, they're for you. So you know that you're loved and being watched over and being helped. But remember, truth is at the center of the heart. And that's where you need to work for. You have to tell the truth. Absolutely. My guardian angels, I talk to them just like I do God. I tell them the exact truth the way I feel. The exact. And there's no giving anything else about it. I tell the exact truth. Because in heaven, there is only truth. If you do anything less, everybody's going to know that you're lying. Everybody. So start working, start telling the truth, so you can have this beautiful conversation with your angels. They'll even play with you. If you ask them, I asked them one day, I said, how do I know you guys are really following me? You know? And so I'm looking for some stevia, organic sugar, and I come up to it. And just as I'm ready to grab it, it piles out of the shelf onto the floor. Like it just jumped out of there. That's how I know they're following me. And you will have these experiences too. It may not be the same thing. You know, butterflies will land on you. Um, they do butterflies. And what I will do here is I'm going to ask all the guardian angels that are here and present in this moment with you. And I'm going to ask your guardian angel to bring a butterfly when you need it at the most crucial time. So you know without a doubt that you are loved and being watched over. Now let me repeat this. I'm going to send a butterfly and ask your guardian angels to please give you a butterfly at the most exclusive time that you need it. Okay? That's my gift to you. And you could say it's God's gift to you too. Well, this will be the end of my session today. And please subscribe, like, and share. And have a beautiful, gorgeous day. And I love you all. And remember, the truth is the key to your guardian angels.